Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. This video is called the version 9.0 preview of the thoughts on Ableberries. And usually I don't do videos that talk about sort of the future about Monster Strike, like stuff that is in JP that will come to the English version in the future. But this I thought was very interesting. In version 9.0, they're going to add a new item to the medals that you can get items to unlock. And so these are the ones that we have here. But with version 9.0, there will be a new item, and then we'll go to the website and then see what that is. And yeah, it's this one here in the middle. It is the gold Ableberry. And then what that is, it costs 12,000 medals, and then if you use it in the beginning of a temple, you will be guaranteed a gold Ableberry drop when you beat the boss. The boss always drops something. It jumps up in the air and falls down. If you use that, it'll be guaranteed to be gold. And this is very exciting for me. One, because I like to go after Ableberries, and then two, this makes it kind of much more efficient to farm for Ableberries, since what you really want, of course, are the gold Ableberries. And then for me, I don't really use medals. I don't go after the max luck of Olive. And so I've used the medals that I've gotten so far on the items available, and as you can see, I am almost maxed out on everything. So I don't really have anything to spend medals on. So getting medals has not been a very high priority for me. But with that guaranteed gold Ableberry, that is something that I'm going to be wanting to use, ideally, every time I go through the temple. And so, I'm suddenly very interested in medals. And then, that brings me to the 3 new Ableberries that we got. The first one is the speed clear. It gives you more turns for the speed clear. That's still garbage, and you should toss it if you can. The next one is the one that increases the time that you get to get the S rank clear. And that is more valuable, I think. If you are in a mission where it's difficult to get the S rank, that can be useful there. Still though, I would recommend either using stronger characters to get that S rank more easily, or else play a different mission, one that you're better at. And then the last one, I think it's called a Tally Topper. That one gives you extra medals per run, and that is the one that is the most worthwhile, I think. And the top one, the S++, gives you 100 extra medals, I think it is, but that is multiplied by whatever multipliers you get at the end, so that can be a good help. And yeah, if you were interested in medals, and I suddenly am, then the Tally Topper would be the one that I would be the most interested in. And then kind of an aspect of the game that makes those berries less useful for farming for medals is that the missions that will get that 5 times bonus multiplier, they're going to be different all the time. It's always the new missions as they come out, and of course there are different elements and they have different gimmicks. So in an ideal world, you would have a bunch of monsters with a Tally Topper or whatever that could, fit each of those missions. But that would be a big waste, I think, of Ableberry slots, waste of characters. And so I was thinking about, which characters would be the best for the most types of missions that you could use to, get S ranks and get a lot of medals. And then if you were not to use Ableberries and just use the best team possible to get lots of S rank, lots of medals, you would use characters with very, very strong bump combos. They would be the way for you to get the fastest through a mission. And so, top tier bump combos, that would be like Lucifer, Arthur, Alice, Gabriel, people like that. And I've said this before, but to use one of those, like the S rank or the Tally Topper Ableberries for those monsters is a waste, because they are so powerful, and you can really make them more powerful, especially using a sidekick Ableberry or some kind of kin strength, depending on the situation. The one time that I can really recommend getting one of those S rank or Tally Topper Ableberries is when you have multiples of a monster. And this is not an option for everybody, I understand that. But just if by chance you had a bunch of Arthurs, I have a bunch of Arthurs, I could certainly put a tally topper on one of these, and I wouldn't lose anything. I could have that Arthur specifically for getting medals, and then I could have other Arthurs where I put on, you know, Sidekick or Cutthroat or whatever. So yeah, maybe look through your box. If you have multiples of a very strong monster, that could be a really good one to put the tally topper on. And then I was thinking about like which monster would be the best for the most variety of missions. And then I thought they would have to be either light or dark element, because they could go to any of the three, you know, red, blue, green element and do fine. And then also do fine and also light and dark. So light and dark I limited myself to. And then I was thinking about like gimmicks, and then I think addressing the two gimmicks that damage you, like the damage wall and the mine, if you address those two, you can still go to a mission with mines or warps and gravity barriers and still do fine, since you're only using them for their bump combo anyway. So if we look at that, light, dark, null damage wall with Minesweeper or flight, we get these guys. Actually, let's go to the Monsterpedia. We'll get a better sense there. So these are the monsters that we have now that kind of fit that criteria that I just laid out. And then of these, I would say that Striker is the best one, because he has that pretty strong bump combo that can help you clear a mission more quickly. So yeah, Striker would be my top pick, just because of the kind of that neutral element of light, the double null ability that addresses the two damaging null gimmicks, and then the strong bump combo. But again, it comes down to your box and your priorities. If you don't mind taking one of your strongest characters and putting a Ableberry on that, that would be good. And then if you have multiples of something else with a strong bump combo, then that could be good there too. Alrighty, so that's kind of a little you know, sneak peek, and then I'm saying this ahead of time so that people can maybe you know, work on getting a tally topper or S rank Ableberry on a character with a strong bump combo that possibly they have multiples of. And yeah, I will be working on my God Striker in particular, and hope to get that Ableberry. Okay, thanks for watching. Take care.